Hello everyone, welcome to The Raw Deal. I am Rawlins Apilado, the CEO of Raw Academy and Raw Fitness Club, where Raw stands for Ready and Willing. And every Monday, I come to you with bringing it out, putting it on the table, like throwing it down. And if you've ever taken any of my classes or workouts, then you know that I'm pretty much unfiltered, but in a good way. And in this particular setting, I'm going to be unfiltered in every way. So I have no idea what's going to come out of my mouth because it's going to come from my heart. And that's what the topic of today is get out of your way. Get out of your way. How many times that you've wanted to do something, but you were in your own way? And the question I want you to think about is, why do you prevent yourself from being happy? In the last post, it wasn't a video, but in the last post, it was just for food for thought. It was about show up. Are you showing up to whatever it is that you do? Are you present in the moment? Are you present in that moment to the person in front of you, to the experience that you're having, whether you're taking a fitness class, whether you're watching a movie, whether you're watching your kids play their soccer game, or you're on your phones because you're so connected to everywhere else but to the place that you should be? Show up. And I feel that we don't show up for ourselves in life, and I feel that we've made excuses as to why we can't continue to show up because we're afraid of failing. And so we make all of these excuses, we make all of these backup plans in the event but we don't succeed. It seems these days that everybody's a winner, right? Like, I think the new thing we have for kids is everybody's a winner. Everyone gets a participatory award. Why? You're gonna get an award for participating. Everyone's gonna get a trophy at the end of their season for participating. All right, fine. Give them a piece of paper. But what about those kids that have worked hard? What about those kids that put in the time? What about the kids that work with their parents, or they have trainers and they have coaches that help them redefine and get better about who they are? What about those kids that are trying? So you're saying that we're all on equal playing ground? I don't think so. Because if we're all on equal playing ground, then what is it that you're doing to strive to be better? You know, Darren Hardy, the author of The Combat Effect, pretty much states this. The person that you're on this very moment are from a series of decisions that you've either made or did not make in your life. And all of those decisions that you made in your life, or not, have compounded to make this person you are on this very moment. So I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, are you happy with the person you are on this very moment? Now, we're always going to be on the quest or search to refine ourselves, to be better. Once you get to that goal, you're like, oh, I want this now or that now. And that's okay. That's great, because it shows us that we want to continue to grow, to develop, to move forward. But what happens when you're in your own way? A lot of times when you're in your way, it's here, and here is not connected. Not connected. The body, as you see right here, is not connected to the mind, so the heart and mind. I had the opportunity to host a couple of PIO events. So on Friday night here at our studio, Body Dance and Fitness here in Las Vegas, I had the opportunity to have the format expert for PIO Live come out here, my dear friend Michelle Park, also a Beachbody Live master trainer. And we had a great time. And in that moment and in that night, what I experienced were people letting go and being present to that moment and experiencing what some people would call a workout. I call it an epiphany. There was so much self-awareness and self-discovery in that night that it led into the next day. We had auditions here at our studio, and auditions are not just any type of auditions. It's not like just show up, do and go. We start the grooming process from the moment that you step in here. We have hand-picked our first wave of instructors here at Body Dance and Fitness, and yet they still have to audition. But what the new auditioners got to see is the grooming process, because what we were doing is getting ready for their headshots, getting ready for their stylizing their image and their persona to be translated on social media. So we groom you. But in order for those instructors that we have, we went through an extensive process of screening to make sure that they were working on themselves. Because how can you be a fitness instructor? How can you be an educator? How can you be a leader if you're not even practicing what you preach? I ask you that question. What are you doing different? Are you the type of person that tells everybody what to do but don't apply it to yourself? Are you a hypocrite in that, right? Because listen, you ain't gonna get much of my respect if I don't see that. It's kind of like what I don't understand. People will get a personal trainer, and yet I look at that personal trainer and they are so out of shape. They have a beer gut. Now, I'm not knocking their choices of life. I'm not knocking the trainer. I'm knocking more of that individual that hired this professional that says, I'm going to tell you what to do, but I'm not going to apply it to myself. What? Let's give everybody a freaking award. Let's give everybody a freaking award. What the heck? I don't get it. That's just me. If that's you, and if I'm talking about you, no offense, I want you to think, are you really doing righteousness to yourself, for your image, for your followers, for your members, for your participants? At what point are you going to look yourself in the mirror and be real with you? At what point are you going to take yourself out of the equation of being the obstacle and make you the solution, make you the inspiration, make you the reason why you will succeed? I want you to think about that. The Raw Deal is meant on Mondays to give you some perspective. It used to be called Monday Mindset and Motivation. Getting your mind right for the week and motivating you to stay on track, because check it out, folks. Staying on track is not easy. I fail many times, but I'm surrounded by individuals that get me, know me, and love me, and accept me for who I am, and then keep me in check. Oh, sometimes they check me hard. And sometimes they give me the benefit of the doubt and they support me through and through. It's because of the fact that I'm showing up. It's because of the fact that they see that I'm not trying to be in my own way. So I ask you, who's in your way? And stop blaming everybody else, because at the end of the day, we know what the real answer is, right? So do yourself a favor. Embrace the person you see in that mirror. Do yourself a favor. Every interaction that you do, you make it quality and you make it purposeful. Do yourself a favor. Stop thinking you're not good enough. Do me a favor. Be real with who you are. That's all that I ask. That's all that I ask that you think about. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Get out of your way, and it starts with you identifying how you've been the obstacle to your success. Simple thoughts, simple words. Hopefully it has a large impact. Get out of here and allow this to be. And if anybody says you're not good enough, I want you to look at your life and say, are they good enough to be in my life? Until next time, this is The Raw Deal with Rawlins. See you on Monday.